Celtic have been handed a much welcome boost after what has been a tricky start to the season. We will go over what that boost is in today's video, whilst of course covering all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours.
But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.
A new preview of the Adidas Spezial drop for Thursday, the 16th of October, has landed on social media, and this time it's all about the trainers. While fans spotted a crew neck prematurely posted on the Adidas US website over the weekend, the trainers are the latest piece teased ahead of the full launch, and they've got a subtle but meaningful Celtic touch. Inside the shoe, stamped clearly, are the numbers 06111887, a nod to the 6th of November 1887, the date on which Celtic Football Club was officially constituted at a meeting in St Mary's Church Hall in East Rose Street, Calton. The SPZL line fits perfectly with Celtic's recent Adidas output, including the Henrik Larsson collection and multiple limited-run training drops. It's a yearly release by the German manufacturers, despite ongoing unrest surrounding the club and talk of merchandise boycotts. The full SPZL drop is expected to include trainers, apparel, and possibly accessories, with Premier League clubs Newcastle and Aston Villa also part of the rollout. It will all be confirmed on Thursday. The club teased the release at home against Motherwell and will make the drop official later this week. Now for the main story, as Celtic released fresh footage from Lennox Town on Monday as Brendan Rodgers' side returned to training ahead of this weekend's home tie against Dundee, and there was one clear highlight for fans: Alistair Johnston is back. The Canadian international was spotted taking part in full training with the main group, a sign that he's now in serious contention to make the squad for Sunday's Premiership clash at Celtic Park. Johnston has been out since the early weeks of the campaign after suffering an injury during the opening stretch of the season. His absence forced Rodgers to rely on Colby Donovan and Anthony Ralston as cover at right back, with both players doing their best to fill the gap. But there's no question who the first choice is when fit. Since joining from CF Montreal, Johnston has become a firm fan favourite. He slotted seamlessly into the Celtic backline, bringing his trademark energy, grit, and leadership to the right-hand side. His defensive consistency and willingness to push forward have been sorely missed over the past few months. Having him back would be a major boost, not just defensively, but for the overall balance and rhythm of Celtic's play. Rodgers' system depends on controlled possession and dynamic width, and Johnston's movement and positioning are key to making that work. With several international players still away on duty, including Kasper Schmeichel and Dyson Maeda, Monday's session wasn't yet at full strength. That will change by midweek as the full squad returns to Lennox Town to prepare for the weekend. Celtic will look to keep their winning momentum going against Stephen Pressley's Dundee side, with the international break offering a valuable reset after a turbulent start to the campaign. And if Johnston is indeed back in the mix, it could be just the lift Rodgers needs to steady things and push forward into a crucial stretch of the season. In other news, in his exclusive Celtic news column, Mark Hendry delivered a scathing critique of Celtic's transfer strategy, blasting the club's over-reliance on a small circle of agents, a model he says is not fit for purpose. Hendry's comments followed Slovak striker David Strelic's revelation about a botched January move to Celtic, saying, "The Scots came at the last minute in the winter, but they complicated it themselves. Their agent came, but mine didn't know about it. The whole thing got tangled." According to Hendry, Celtic's hierarchy failed to contact Strelic's actual agent, the man who holds the mandate for his career. He accused the club of failing to adapt to modern football's recruitment demands, saying, "Celtic's over-reliance on the same agents at the same big companies to find them players in a pinch is not a model that is fit for purpose." Hendry linked this mismanagement to other transfer debacles, including failed deals involving Adam Idah and Kasper Dolberg, which left Celtic strikerless after selling Kyogo and Idah before eventually landing Kelechi Iheanacho post-deadline. With the January window fast approaching, Hendry warned that unless the club changes its approach, the same chaos will continue. Marcelo Saracchi completed another valuable 90 minutes for Uruguay as Marcelo Bielsa's side edged past Uzbekistan 2-1 in Malaysia on Monday, the 13th of October 2025. The Celtic loanee was handed his second start of the international break and put in a composed shift as La Celeste closed out their October schedule with back-to-back wins. It's a further boost for Brendan Rodgers ahead of Saraki's return to Lennoxtown this week, with the left-back maintaining his fitness and form through the break. Having played the first match as Uruguay captain against the Dominican Republic, there was anticipation over whether Saraki would retain the armband. Despite being named in the starting 11, the 27-year-old did not lead the team out. That responsibility fell to Wolverhampton Wanderers defender Santiago Bueno. The decision may have been rotational by Bielsa, with both players seen as part of a developing core in the new Uruguay setup. Regardless, Saraki's 90-minute outing will be seen as a strong sign of his growing importance for club and country. In other news, discipline is a very important part of football. For Brendan Rodgers, having 11 men out on the pitch is vital to success and helps his tactics thrive. Thankfully, nobody has been shown a red card for the Celts this season, but there are a few Celtic players who have been given a yellow. 8 players have been punished, but only 2 have more than 1 yellow card. Leading the way at the top of the charts this season are Liam Scales and Arne Engels, both booked twice. Engels' inclusion is more surprising, given that he has largely spent the season being introduced as a substitute. 6 others have also been booked: Dyson Maida, Benjamin Nygren, Kelechi Iheanacho, Callum McGregor, Reo Hatate, and Cameron Carter-Vickers. Having played over 10 games in all competitions, it's a positive sign that less than half of the squad has been cautioned. According to the Scottish FA, a player receives a 1-match ban for accumulating 5 yellow cards in the first 19 matches of the season. Players are then suspended for 2 matches if they get 10 yellow cards by the 32nd game, and a 3-match ban is given for 15 yellow cards by the 38th game. Thankfully, none of the Celtic players are in any danger of reaching that threshold at this stage. Lastly, Massimo Donati returned to football at the start of the season. Donati was appointed as manager of Sampdoria after they narrowly avoided relegation to the 3rd tier of Italian football. Sampdoria have been on the decline for years and turned to the former Celtic hero as the man to rebuild them. As part of his summer plans, Donati signed former Celts youngster Liam Henderson. Both of them have had time to get their feet under the table. But how are they faring? Sadly, for Donati and Henderson, things haven't gone to plan. 7 league games have been played in Serie B so far, and Sampdoria currently find themselves 18th in the table. The one-time Serie A champions have only won once all season, their most recent game against Pescara, running out 4-1 winners. There are hopes that this can finally be the turning point. While he is still early into his Sampdoria tenure, Donati is an ambitious man and has certain goals he wants to tick off. His time in Scotland had a lasting effect on him, and the Italian would one day like to return to manage a club.
What do you think of what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comments section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.